You probably heard Melania Trump's former friend and senior advisor, Stephanie Winston Wolkoff, is cashing in on her relationship with Melania and hatred of Trump by writing a book called Melania and Me. Last night, she gave Anderson Cooper access to secretly recorded tapes of conversations between her and Melania back when she was her friend. And I'm not here to argue the legality of recording someone without their permission. I'm here to tell you that if you ignore the biased commentary of Anderson and Stephanie, what Melania Trump said, in her own words, is actually not controversial at all. So what I'm going to do is play you the full recording that was on Anderson Cooper's show with Anderson's commentary cut out. Then, after we review Melania's recording spoken during a private conversation, I'll contrast that with stuff Michelle Obama has said publicly, which is way more shameful.
That's fine. Who supports Melania? You do have a legacy.
Yeah, but then, well, it doesn't come directly from, what I put on Twitter came from me. They know about the children, and they talked about it.
But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, right? I mean, you do know what I'm saying. You shouldn't have, people are across the world. It's in New York. It was always Melania. Like,
I don't give a.
It's not about giving a.
It's true. It's honestly, it's like, because it's honestly, I'm doing the same stuff that I did before. They cannot stand him. They know that I'm with him. They know that I'm.
But they felt badly for you before. Now that you know what I'm saying.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. Okay. All that stuff came out. They feel bad for me. My polls went up. They said, "Oh my God, she's amazing. She's fantastic." All these kids that I met, they are here in the shelters because they were brought by it through coyotes, the people, or trafficking,
God.
That's why they put them in jail. And the kids that they go in shelters, and the way they take care of them, it's they even said, the kids, they say, "Wow, I will have my own bed. I will sleep on the bed. I will have a cabinet for my clothes." It's so sad to hear it, but they didn't have that in their own countries.
Right.
They sleep on the floor. They are
There's nothing.
fed. They are taking care nicely there, but they are not with parents. It's sad, but when they come here alone or with coyotes or illegally, you need to do something.
Right.
And a lot of like moms and kids, they are taught how to do it. They go over and they say, like, "Oh, we will be killed by gang member. We will be it's so dangerous."
Mm-hmm.
So they allowed to stay here. Do you understand?
I
what
do,
mean?
and they're the ones that are the bad ones.
Yeah, and they are not. It's not true that they would. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, they're using that lines that they're not professional, but they are taught by other people what to say to come over and to let them go to stay here, because they could easily stay in Mexico, but they don't want to stay in Mexico because Mexico doesn't take care of them the same as America does. They say I'm complicit. I'm the same like him. I support him. I don't say enough. I don't do enough.
No,
where I am, I'm working like my ass off.
I know.
That Christmas stuff that, who gives a about Christmas stuff and decoration, but I need to do it, right?
Yeah, but imagine 100%. You have no choice.
And then I do it, and I say that I'm working on Christmas, planning for the Christmas, and they said, "Oh, what about the children that they were separated?" Give me a break. Where they were saying anything when Obama did that?
I know.
I cannot go. I was trying to get the kid reunited with the mom. I didn't have a chance. Needs to go through the process and through the law.
But here's my thing. Hear what you just said. But instead of that, if your messaging, you were so loved.
They would not do the story. We put it out. They would not do the story.
I'm telling you.
You would not believe it. They would not do the story. because they would not do the story because they are against us because they're liberal media. Yeah, if I go to Fox, they will do the story. I don't want to go to Fox all the time that he is only one for everything.
So
you understand?
I do. So what prompted you to want to buy that jacket?
I'm driving liberals crazy, that's for sure. And that's what, and they deserve it. You understand?
I know.
And everybody's like, oh my God, this is the worst. After, I mean, come on.
I know. And
they are crazy, okay?
Remember how the left says they're all about empowering women? Well, not when it comes to any women associated with the right, that is. The media has tried to push an angle that Melania is some sort of helpless hostage held by Trump, but these tapes disprove that conspiracy theory. But instead, now they're trying to get you to hate Melania by saying she's a co-conspirator with Trump. But a co-conspirator in what exactly? For the left, they say that Trump has been motivated by hate towards illegal immigrants crossing the border. The media is trying to do your thinking for you by saying that when Melania is asked about the children, she responds with, "Give me an effing break," to imply that this is not important to her. You just listen to the whole clip. Is that the feeling you get? If you listen to the whole clip, she literally says, "Give me a break, where were you when Obama was doing it?" Meaning that she knows the media doesn't really care about the kids in cages, they just want to make Trump look bad. If they really cared, they would have called out Obama too. And as you can clearly hear from Melania's own comments, she and her husband are not motivated by hate. She speaks with empathy when talking about these kids, explaining the reality of the situation that the media doesn't want to cover, that these kids are trafficked and put in dangerous situations. Melania is right that people at the border are coached on the right buzzwords to say so that they're allowed into the country, but people just want to pretend that this doesn't happen. Now, conservatives aren't against helping people, but we want to make sure that we help people who really need our help. The way that Anderson is trying to get you to receive this is he's saying that she also doesn't care about Christians because she doesn't really care about the Christmas decorations. Now, this is a reach. Anderson is trying to get evangelicals to turn on Trump. And when I hear her words, it sounds to me like what she's saying is, in the grand scheme of things, Christmas decorations are just not as important as other things, yet they look for anything to criticize her. I honestly feel bad for Melania when she talks about how biased the media is. Frankly, it's a shame that the media has not given the respect to Melania the way they blindly adored Jackie O and Michelle Obama. If anything, Melania's comments should make Anderson and his ilk at CNN ashamed of the way they have covered Melania and the Trump administration. They purposely twist things to make Trump look bad and have the audacity to say they are nonpartisan defenders of America. Give me a break. And Melania is right to bring up Obama because the media didn't care when Obama put kids in cages and even tried to use a picture from Obama's cages in 2014 to criticize Trump. But for some reason, the Obamas think they are above blame, and for all those people that tire of the Trumps mentioning Obama, Obama criticized Bush all the time. Now, here's where you can see a window into the mentality of somebody on the left. In the comments section, you can see people saying, "Oh, well, Melania's not even American. She can't even speak English." This is very tolerant of the left, right? Only conservatives make fun of immigrants, right? Liberals would never do that. They are hypocrites. Now let's compare the uncontroversial statements Melania Trump said in private to the public statements that Michelle Obama has made on her podcast that are truly disgusting and racist. Click on the video above to see and hear Michelle Obama's comments.